Good evening, friends, family, and fellow graduates, and thank you for coming. It's hard to believe that 8th grade was just 5 years ago. At that time, I was at a different school with a different plan, and CCS was not on the radar. But like many things in life, God had a plan, and He was directing my parents long before I even knew it was happening. To me, school has always felt like a chore, and something to just get done with so I can move on with my life. Now, standing at the end, I never realized how fast it would go by, or how much it would mean to me. When I moved here, it was still during the aftermath of COVID, and Clovis Christian was one of the only schools open during that time. I am luckier than most people, and I have never spent a day of my life in this public school system, for which I am eternally grateful. I spent all of my elementary school attending Fresno Christian, and before my time here, it was not a good experience for me. My parents made the choice to move, and although I didn't like it at the time, I see now that it was a good decision, and I will always be grateful. Throughout my time here, my faith in the Lord has grown immensely. I would say that the verse that stuck with me the most would be Romans chapter 5, verses 3 to 5. Not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. My time here has been a roller coaster, everything from football trophies to winless sports seasons. This has truly been the ride of a lifetime. I would like to thank all of my former teachers, as well as my family and friends, and everyone who has ever stood by my side. Although my first year here was not great, I have slowly grown to love this place that I was once forced to go through. For me, one of the most influential people in my life is and has been my dad. He has been working around the clock these last 5 years creating the sports program we now have in life. So thank you for all the unseen hours, the late nights, the long meetings, all the frustrating practices and sacrificed time. It's amazing to see the future growth that is coming, and it is all due to seeds you have planted, so thank you. One of the questions I get asked the most is what's next, and do you have a plan after high school? To which I responded every single time, I don't know. And slowly I have learned to accept that is okay. So to my fellow graduates, if you know what your next step in life are, that's great. But if you don't, it's okay, I'm in the same boat. Looking back, one of my favorite memories that I will always cherish is the first day of 8th grade. I still remember walking in nervous and meeting Sam and Jade McKenzie, who were all here tonight graduating with me, and also the half dozen others who either left or graduated early. That was also the year we met Mrs. Akers, who became like a second mother and therapist to all of us. So to all of my fellow graduates, thank you for all of the good times and memories. I could never have imagined how much these last few years have meant to me. Everything that we have gone through, the good and the bad, the ups and downs, from all the finals and exams to lunch break football and football games. Everything you think you remember, you don't. What truly sticks with you and you remember is the laughs, the jokes, and the unintentional hysteria caused by either a classmate or teacher. As someone who always thought that he would remember the grades, the failed tests, and the hard classes, I slowly began to realize that none of that is important. If there was one piece of advice I could give to all future graduates, it's this. Cherish the time you have. Don't get caught up in all the drama or failure or bad days, but instead be intentional in who you are and who you want to become. Be someone that others can count on, trust, and value. Be confident, always try to see the good, and most importantly, stay focused on Christ. There's a quote I came across in my sophomore year, and I wish I would have seen it sooner. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. Thank you.